Hey everyone, it's Jim. I'm a realtor in Boise, Idaho, and today I want to talk a little bit about the political leanings in Idaho. So that if you're relocating here and you're thinking about what neighborhood you might prefer to live in, a lot of people would rather live in a neighborhood where people have similar political leanings. And so it could be interesting for you if you're relocating here to understand the makeup of the Treasure Valley here and the state in general. And just to give you the high level bottom line, Idaho is a very conservative state. I think most of the people here really just want to be left alone and don't want to experience a lot of change. And that's part of the reason I actually like it here is that politics isn't really shoved in your face all day, every day. Like you'll see cars with bumper stickers that say political things on them, but through my daily interactions with normal people here, politics almost never comes up, and I love that. You can, I think, if you come from a place like New York City or Seattle or San Francisco or somewhere where it's like a pretty singular block of people that are all one political leaning, this will be very different for you because people just aren't as engaged, and people probably disagree with you on some issues that you care about. And so, what I want to do is show you some actual results from the most recent election, sort of give you a sense for the way that people vote here in Idaho. All right, so let's dig into it. And first of all, I just wanted to show you where I'm getting this information. It's voteidaho.gov, and then I've gone to election results. And I'll click over here to the presidential results tab. And you can see here that the state voted for Donald Trump about 67%. Kamala Harris 30.4%, and RFK Jr. about 1.4%. That reminds me, I wanted to mention there's actually quite a few folks here that are kind of libertarian leaning in the sense that they don't really see a lot of value in what government's doing for them on a daily basis. They're just not that engaged in it. And so, like I said, I think they just prefer to be left alone. It's a little bit like Montana or Eastern Oregon, Eastern Washington, maybe Western Colorado, where a lot of folks in the West are just out here, not enmeshed in the daily grind of what the federal government really does for them, and they feel like it's bloated and large, and there's a lot of people just kind of sitting around collecting checks that don't need to be. So the interesting thing here is we can pull over the map, and this shows which way each of the counties went. And so you can see every single county except for two went for Donald Trump. And so Blaine County went for Kamala Harris by about 4,200 votes. And this is where Sun Valley is. So kind of makes sense if you think about, a pretty prosperous ski town where a lot of maybe Hollywood types live, things like that. It's just different from the rest of Idaho. And then this other county is Teton County, and so it looks like it went for Vice President Harris by 458 votes. And this county is right on the edge of the state in the Teton country. All right, so here's Teton County. I think it's an extremely beautiful place. It's at a high elevation. It's just on the western edge of the Teton. So over here on the right side, you can see Grand Teton. There's Jackson and Jackson Hole down on the bottom right over here on the Wyoming side of the border. And then basically you just have a mountain pass here that goes between the two states. So I think what's probably going on is you're getting a lot of the effect of rich out-of-state people that might otherwise want to live in Jackson Hole and can't because it's too expensive. There's kind of a joke that The billionaires in Jackson Hole are pushing all the millionaires out, and they're having to move to Teton County. But this is a wonderful place. I'd like to move there one day. Victor and Driggs are really nice towns. There's a lot of really beautiful country over there. So just wanted to explain what the two counties were and what might have been going on. So if we go back over to our results, a couple other things to point out other than the presidential. So the state of Idaho has 2 reps in the House of Representatives. Allocated based on population. The state has around 2 million residents, and so we have 2 reps. Russ Fulcher is the rep that covers basically the entire western part of the state, including Meridian, but not Boise. And then the other rep is Mike Simpson, and he covers from Boise over to the eastern of the state, Twin Falls, Idaho Falls. So you can see, let me just show the map. And you can see Russ Fulcher won with 71% of the vote. So he actually outperformed President Trump. He's clearly doing something right with the voters. So here's Russ Fulcher's district, all the way up from, here's where Boise is, there's Meridian, all the way up, Moscow, Lewiston, Coeur d'Alene is up here, versus Mike Simpson, who won with 61.4% of the vote. So he actually underperformed President Trump pretty significantly versus the 67%. Okay, and then here's District 2. So this is the one that Mike Simpson won by 61.4%. And so you can see Boise's down here. So Boise actually went for the Democratic candidate in this House race, as well as Blaine County there in the center where Sun Valley is, and Teton Valley over here in the eastern part of the state. Otherwise, the rest of the district went on a county by county basis, went for Simpson. And then another thing I wanted to point out, if you get down to the nitty gritty so in the state legislature itself, so this is not people that go to the Senate or the Congress, this is people that come here to Boise in the capital and represent a district that's part of the state of Idaho. You can see the results, and it'll give you a really good sense of places that are more Republican, places that are more Democrat or independent, and it can help you with your decision making. So I'll just scroll down, since the vast majority of these will be heavily Republican, but you can see some of these districts, like I think the districts actually start up in the Coeur d'Alene, northern part of the state area. So you can see they're, solidly 76, 78, 80% voting for the Republican candidate this is for the state house. But for those of you that are interested in more of a centrist or Democratic leaning area, I'll just cruise down here to the Boise area. All right, so here's a reasonably almost straight down the middle district vote. And this was for District 15. So if we pull up the map here for District 15, you can see that there's the downtown Boise over here on the right side of the map. There's Garden City, there's Meridian. So this is technically, at least from a real estate perspective, this is West Boise. And so you can see where things are starting to change here in terms of where votes are going. Let's go down to 16 real quick. Okay, so District 16 is Northwest Boise and Garden City. You can see they went mainly for Democrats. And then this trend will continue here in, I think, most of the city of Boise. So here's District 17. This is the Boise Bench, so the area between downtown and the airport. And then this is also part of South Boise, just south of Interstate 84. Let's look at District 18 real quick. So District 18 is Southeast Boise, all the way out to Lucky Peak Reservoir. Also went for Democrats for the state house. District 19. Here's District 19. This is mainly downtown Boise, part of northeast Boise, North Boise. And then as you can see over here in the top part of this map, once you get out towards Eagle, a lot of the voters are Republican voters out here. Here's District 20. This is part of, you can see Meridian right here. This line down in the bottom is the interstate. So one of the interesting things is that Meridian is pretty solidly Republican voting and Boise is pretty solidly Democrat voting. So anyway, I wanted to make this video because I thought it might help inform your decision making if you're if you're relocating to Boise for work reasons, or you're retiring and you would like to live in a neighborhood that aligns with your political beliefs or feelings, then one of the things you can do to help yourself is maybe pull up this information on the voting results and look for the way a certain district voted. That way you can kind of determine whether or not you're going to be happy in that neighborhood or not. Because the last thing I would want for you is to move to a neighborhood where you feel like you're surrounded by people that you don't agree with, and that will just drive you up the wall. And so I hope that gives you a better sense for the way the politics in the area kind of work. Hey everyone, I wanted to say thanks for watching the video. If you stuck around in here until the end, appreciate you watching. Please like and subscribe so that you can catch more of this content about Boise and the Treasure Valley and Idaho in general. I'd love to help you explore the area and learn more about this wonderful place we call Idaho. Reach out with any questions. I am a realtor, so if you're considering a move or if you've already relocated here, I'd love to help you look at your options to buy or sell real estate in the state. So please reach out. Thanks.